Today I'll be installing H&R springs on my 2008 Porsche Cayenne. Alright, so these are the tools we're going to use. Impact gun with the 21 millimeters with the T40 12 bit there, 18 millimeter socket, open wrench, 21 millimeter. This one's the 13 millimeter with the long extension, some more sockets. This one is 3/4 wrench, breaker bar. So we have the 21 over there. This one is 19, 24, 18, and Thor's hammer. So we'll take the wheel out first. Alright, so we got the wheel off. We will be removing this bolt here. We're gonna move this line out, just twist it off, twist this line off. Okay, and over here twist this line off. All right, that comes off like that. So we move it to the side. So we take this bolt off. We're going to take this bolt off here, and this bottom bolt off also. So that's 1, 2, 3, and then after that we got these 4 bolts here, one in the back, this one, and the one in the back, and then we try to wiggle it out afterwards. Alright, so we got this nut off, that nut off, and this other nut off. I will use a hammer and just hammer this up, and then this upper bracket will fall off, and then I'll use a 13 millimeter to get these 4 with the extra long extension. Alright, so use the jack up here, jack up a little bit for that bolt to come loose, and then keep going. Stop going. Alright, so we used a 1/2" extension and Thor's hammer to hammer it. Yeah, try this side to loosen that bolt. Okay, so I just took the strut assembly out, and I used a 18 with the impact gun, and I just put my foot on it and then just impact it out, and this is how it looks like. All right. Alright, these are the springs I'm going to install. I did one yesterday. This is the front, and it's going to go right in there. And this is how the car looks like. So we got to remove this out of the way, and then you just wiggle it out. So to make life easier when removing it, you just take this sensor out, you push down here with your thumb, and then just slide it down. Slide it down, and then this thing, you just twist it off like that, and then voila, comes down easily, and then you just pull it out this way. can also further move this tab here. All right, and the whole thing drops down. Very good, very easy. So we got the spring out and we're trying to put this back together. This is what we're gonna do. Hopefully we can put this back together. So this is the finished product. So I first did was I put the shock body in first, and then I attached the bottom bolt. For the bottom bolt, you use a 21 on this side and a socket on the other side, and then you tighten that, but not super tight. You gotta keep it a little bit loose. And the next step I did was the bolts on top. I used a 13 mm with a long extension. Just tighten the 4 bolts, and then after that I put these bolts back in. Those bolts were 18 mm, and that equals to about 3/4 for standard, because I don't have two of the same thing, top and bottom. So you just want to hand tight those first. And then there's this bolt, which is I had to get an aftermarket because I broke mine. So you just use the 18 on the top, and then I have a 7 mm Allen. Is this 7? No, it's not 7. Let me see what it is. Okay, so it's actually a 5 mm socket bolt, and then use the 18 to tighten the top, and then you put all these tabs back in. And then before you tighten everything, you want to use a jack and jack up from this point all the way up until this bolt fits in. So that's how you know the car's leveled. And then you leave the jack here, and then you tighten all the bolts. All the bolts. All the bolts. Okay, if you have any questions or you need help, just give me an email and I'll be sure to help you guys out. Thanks.